The option of revising your preferences, the NIFT campuses and various courses, revising the preferences has been activated by NIFT. So you can go on to your particular, you can go on to the NIFT website, then you can log on to your portal. You can see on the dashboard an option that says revising your preferences. So there'll be three preferences, there'll be three options mostly: the preview form, course campus preferences, and also admission letter or bill of supply. So these three things are visible, and you can click on course campus preference. If you click on the course campus preference, you will get a drop down menu. There will be three drop down menus. You can select the course type, that is BDES or whatever is the course that you want to do. Then you can click on a course name. You can give different courses and campus name. So I think this is a process that I do not have to explain or elaborate, right? You've already done that. So the only thing that you need to note here is the same possible mistakes that you could do. So for example, if you're giving 16 options, the preferences that you have given, the 16 options that you have given is in that particular order. Okay, so please do not forget that. On the left hand side, you can see a serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the preference order that you have kept. So for example, if you're getting, let's say, the 10th option that you have given, that means from in the third round, if you're getting the 10th option, then from the next round onwards, 11 to 16 would not be considered. Your courses or preferences that you have given from 11 to 16 would not be considered. It would only be basically from 1 to 9 that would be considered. Okay, so imagine a scenario wherein you're given 16 options. So what basically happens in this counseling process, a lot of students, I think 1 hour ago, I got a call about a student very clearly asking about his doubt. So if I could explain this whole process. So when your rank would be taken, let's say, for example, your rank is 2, 3, 4, 7. So your rank would be taken. If you have given 16 options, they will take your first option. Imagine your first option is FD from NIFT Delhi. They'll check if there is any seat that is vacant in NIFT Delhi. If there is a seat that is vacant in NIFT Delhi in your category, then you will get that. If not, they will go to the second option. In the second option, let's say if you have given FD from Mumbai, they'll see if there is any seat that is vacant in FD Mumbai. If there is any vacant seats in FD Mumbai, you will get that. If again it is not vacant from your category, you will go to number 3. They'll go to serial number 3. That is your preference number 3. Again, they'll check, let's say, for example, if it is FD Chennai, they'll see if there is any seat vacant. If it's not there, they will go on. So on and so forth. So 4, 5, option 5, option 6, option 7, they'll go on like this until finally they reach option number 10. And in option number 10, probably if you have given FC from, let's say, Bhopal, and if that is available, and you can obviously select that, you will be getting that particular seat. If you get that 10th option, that means in the third round, you have got 10th preference of yours. So NIFT Bhopal is what you're getting. 11 to 16 would be cancelled. In the fourth round, they will not consider 11 to 16 options or preferences that you have given. In the fifth round, they will not consider. Okay, they would only consider the campuses that you have given above number 10. So let's be very clear about that. Now, another thing that we all have been waiting for desperately is the vacant chart. So as per the NIFT statement, the revised seat matrix showing the vacant seats should have been available up till 5 o'clock today. That is till the 24th of June, 2022, 5 p.m. We haven't been able to find that out. Most of the students have also been looking after that. We have not been able to find that out, figure that out where exactly that is. So probably from what we understand, they haven't published the seat vacant chart. When there is an updation on that, on the seat vacant chart, we would let you know. Okay. To everyone who is watching, if there are any questions, please do ask us in the chat box. We would love to take them. Okay. So in a scenario like this, wherein you do not have the seat vacant charts, what do? We were supposed to fill that with the seat vacant charts, right? So in such a case, you can reorder your preferences with respect to how much ever you know. You can reorder your preferences and just save it. Do not lock it. You have various options there. Just save it. You have the option of go back, clear all, save and lock. So save it and keep it. It would not be locked. Save it and keep it. Later on, when the seat matrix comes up, possibly tonight, tomorrow, you have time till 26th. So possibly when that comes up, you have time till 26th, 10 p.m. That is night, 10 o'clock, 26th. So when that comes up, you can fine tune your preferences that you have given, and then you can lock it. Okay, so based on that, you can finalize. So this is the latest update that has come from NIFT. Okay, will they consider up to 10th preference? So Vaishnavi, that was just an example that I told. In case you have given 16 options and you are getting your 10th option, in case you have given 16 preferences and you are getting your 10th preference, that means in the third round you will be allotted your 10th preference as your seat. In the fourth round, they will only be considering, for higher options, they will only be considering your first to 9th preferences that you have given. They won't be considering 11th to 16th. That is below the 10th, they won't be considering. This is just an example. If you have given 50 preferences and if you have got your 13th preference, then anything below 13 would not be considered from the subsequent rounds. Only the ones that are above 13, that is 1 to 12, only they will be considered in the subsequent rounds. Okay, so please be very sure when you are keeping one particular campus below the previous, below another campus, please be very clear, you have a secondary weightage given to the campus that you are giving at the below order. So that the order in which you're giving the campus is also very important. Okay, any further doubts, please let us know in the chat box. We would love to take those questions. This is a very important step that NIFT has taken, to be frank. This is a very golden opportunity that NIFT has done. Usually from what we have seen in the last few years, generally counseling bodies do not reopen for reordering or giving new preferences. Generally, it's not seen. So this, I think, is a huge initiative. This, please try to make sure that you use all of this to the best of your knowledge. This is a very good opportunity. If there are any questions, you can contact us. I would request the host to please pin the number also, so that they can contact us. There are some questions or queries which we might not have answered in the last few hours. We were a bit held up with a lot of things. We would definitely answer them one by one. You can contact us at 8086 111 024. 8086 111 024. Shreya Arora says, sir, my CMR is 6,730 and EWS category rank is 412. I have not got my allotment letter. So I have not got my allotment letter yet. Have you been allotted any category? Have you been allotted any category? Vaishnavi, sir, my CMR is 7,000 something and OBC is, so is there any chance of getting TD in the third round? You can look at the last rank details, Vaishnavi, and get an idea about that. Okay, Shreya, so if you haven't got any seats, you would not be getting the allotment letter. Only once you get a seat, you will be getting the allotment letter. Okay, so try to fill as many campuses, as many courses as possible. Try to fill as many preferences as possible. Even in that sheet wherein you are filling the order, no course campus preference wala jo sheet hai, in that sheet it is mentioned. You can select as many preferences as you want. So please do not go. I saw a lot of students saying that in the last year, with respect to my rank, I should be getting any of these four. So I have only kept these four. No, it doesn't work like that. These are only statistics. These are only possibilities. It could go here and there. It's not with us. Okay. Okay. Predator Gaming, my CMR is 3,719. I have applied for fashion design and fashion communication in Kannur. Fashion design and fashion communication in Kannur. Let me just check that in Kannur. What was the last ranks? See, again, whatever we are giving here is not the final. Okay, it could vary. So 4,500 and 5,200 was the last ranks the previous year. You have a decent chance of getting it, Predator Gaming. You have a decent chance. Also, one more very important thing, please note, see the details that we are getting here, no, the last time details and all that we're getting here of 2021, it is after all the rounds of counselings in that round, in that year, it is after all the rounds of counselings. We are still only midway. We haven't even reached midway. We've just done 2 rounds out of the 5 rounds. So there could be huge changes. We have the NID results being awaited also. So there could be further changes. Please be hopeful. And for those for whom have a little bit lower ranks, please have a plan B also. It's always safe to, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So it's always better to have a plan B also. Start looking out for probably other private colleges, or probably if you're planning to repeat or try again. You can think of things like that. Okay. Shreya Arora, if you are willing to go to other campuses, I would suggest you to increase the number of preferences. Otherwise, if you only are willing to go to these 11 preferences, then you can keep as it is, but there is a higher risk of not getting. Okay. Roche, we are not sure when they're going to release the vacant seats. Just before the live, I was checking the website. I could not find where exactly they have released it. I did not find. So I don't think they have released it. Let's wait. That's the best thing that we can do. Okay. So anyway, the preference option, the option of giving preferences is open. Okay. So at least that you can start doing it slowly. Okay. So any further questions, you can post it in the chat box. Otherwise, we would love to wind this up. Okay. So the preference, you can start filling the preferences. We are waiting for the seat matrix. The seat matrix, they were supposed to release the seat matrix well in advance. It was only supposed to be available till the 5 o'clock today night. We haven't found the seat matrix. So probably they might be in the process of releasing it. They might be coming up with that particular document, or it could be even in your dashboard. We're not sure about that. So let's see. Okay. So any further questions? Otherwise, we would love to wind up this particular session. To everyone who is going to watch the recorded session, you can obviously post your comments below this particular video. We would love to respond. We would try to be as accurate as possible. And there are certain things that even we are not sure about. Like, for example, if you ask me when the seat matrix is going to be released, I don't know. So there are certain questions that even we are not sure about. Only NIFT can answer it. So that we won't be able to answer. But all the other questions, we would love to be as accurate as possible and as early responsive for that as possible. Okay. So I think that would be it. There are no further questions. We would be happy to answer your queries. You can contact us. I would request the host to please share the number once again. Share the contact number once again so that they can note it down. 8086 111 024. 8086 111 024. That is the number that you need to contact. Preferably, probably a WhatsApp message would be fine. We will let you know in the coming few hours what are the response to that question. Okay, so I think most of you might be happy that the option of revising this particular preferences has finally come up. Okay. When will the new academic session start? Muskan Srivastav asks. We are not sure. Probably by August last. They are quite quick this time. It appears like they want to start as soon as possible. Fourth wave is also seems to be in a hurry that it wants to impact India as soon as possible. Let's see. Gopinath asks, I have been allotted 18th preference. My question is whether I will get 27th position in the upgrade or from my first preference. From your first preference to your 17th preference is what would be considered. If you have given, let's say 50 preferences, and if you have been allotted your 18th preference, from the further rounds onwards, first to 17th preference of yours would be considered in that order. So the first preference of yours would be taken. Is there any seat that is vacant in your category? If yes, you will get that. If not, they'll go to the second. Then they'll go to the third. They'll go up till the 17th. Okay. So I hope I've answered most of the queries that's been asked. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to us, tuning into us, and trusting on the fact that we can be able to solve your queries. We are also extremely happy and delighted with the kind of response that we've been getting over the last few days regarding a lot of thanks that you people have been sharing. We're just trying to calm some nerves. We're just trying to reduce the anxiety as much as possible. We're just trying to share all the information that we have for free on YouTube. Okay. So thank you, everyone. And thank you, host, until we see you in the next one. See you again. Thank you.